got 6 pieces of news this week. So number one, let me take you to Polygon, where Owen S. Good wrote. So this is his article. Sony Interactive Entertainment will acquire the Evolution Championship Series, the fighting game tournament known as EVO, for almost 2 decades, through a partnership with another esports venture the companies announced on Thursday. Additionally, EVO will return from a year's absence with an online tournament this August called EVO Online. Fighting Games' premier championship event will now be owned and operated by a joint venture between Sony and RTS, which is an esports venture whose investors include the Endeavor talent agency. EVO co-founders Tony and Tom Cannon will remain closely involved as key advisors, according to last Thursday's statement from Sony. In a statement to the fighting games community posted to Twitter, the Cannons said they needed an experienced, strategic partner who truly respects the spirit of the fighting game community. Sony's statement said that the Cannons will ensure that EVO remains a one-of-a-kind, grassroots competitive platform for fighting game players and fans around the globe. None of the parties to the deal revealed the cost of the acquisition, and Sony and RTS are likewise silent on their stakes and ownership split. EVO Online this year will take place in August, the 6th and the 8th, and then 13th to the 15th as an open format tournament, offering free entries to players in North America, Latin America, Europe, and Asia. The tournament lineup features Tekken 7, Street Fighter 5 Championship Edition, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, and Guilty Gear Strive, which launches in June. Obviously, last year, EVO 2020 was scrubbed as an in-person event due to COVID-19, and organisers made plans to go forward with an online event spread over July 2020. That event then was cancelled, however, following allegations of sexual misconduct that ended with the Evolution Championship Series firing its chief executive, Joey Cuella. Alex, that came out of nowhere. The day after the PSVR 2 controllers, we have Sony buying EVO.
Well, yeah, it's a big move. It's a very big move, and I guess it's just Sony basically showing everybody that we are Sony big bollocks, and we're going to make our name known in every single industry, on every platform. Did they recently acquire? Was it Tootsie? What's the Japan
Crunchyroll.
animation? Crunchyroll. I was going to say Tootsie Roll. Yeah, Crunchyroll. I was thinking, what's a Tootsie Roll? Anyway, yeah, so they recently acquired those not too long ago. And this coming off the back of the PSVR 2 announcement, well, for the controller announcement, it's just showing that Sony is just continue just to keep in the mind share of fans all over. You know, they're definitely looking to ramp up production for this year and make sure that they're at the forefront of everyone's mind. And no better place than EVO, what the world's biggest online tournament. Well, it's online now, but the biggest fighting tournament out there. And it kind of makes sense. You know, it kind of makes sense. I mean, you've probably heard Paul talk about it before, that the majority of players, you know, play on PlayStations, right? Most of these games are played on PlayStation. Street Fighter, whether it's Mortal Kombat, whether it's Guilty Gear Strive, you know, I mean, there are some cross-platform games, but the majority of it's going to be played on the PlayStation. So they just looked at the figures, or they must have looked at the figures and thought, yeah, well, the majority of the games being played on our console. Why don't we just host it? Why don't we just take a massive share? And it makes sense. I mean, they've got the PlayStation 4, which is like, what, 114 million at the moment. So they've got a massive market share. And, you know, next to Smash Brothers, you know, which is on the Nintendo, pretty much every other fighting game is going to be available on their system. So,
well, Sony, you know, that was one thing that a lot of people were saying, that, oh, will Sony curb Smash Brothers? But a statement has come out from the Cannon brothers that said, no, Sony are supporting the fighting community and Smash Brothers will be there. The only reason it's not taking part in the online tournament is just the infrastructure required, like to the point where Tekken 7 is going to be done on PC, because of the connection issues that obviously different territories have with the PS4 and Tekken. So they need to make this online tournament as you know, fair as possible. So that's why they're going with PC. But again, you know, I saw a lot of people saying, like, I don't know why, but they're scared of the Bethesda deal that Microsoft have, and
oh, really?
they're like, why are you spending money on this? It's not nothing. But you got to understand that esports is getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year. It's ridiculous how big it is. Like professional football teams sign people to be a part of
Yeah,
their esports teams. That's how big it's getting. And
yeah,
from a Sony standpoint, you know, if you're a fighter now, you are buying a PlayStation console because
right.
Evo, like you know, when if you say to me, yeah, there's a big League of Legends in an arena, I'm gonna think Nerdfest. But Evo's cool,
Yeah,
if you know what I mean. It's like the cool esport, and it's influenced it. That competition alone influenced purchases. And if you're fighting now, 99% of people are going to buy a PlayStation console because that's Evo, right? You know, and the numbers already high. Like majority of people play
mm,
Mortal Kombat on PlayStation, Tekken, Street
yeah,
Fighter, all these games. So it's great that Sony are obviously sticking because Smash Brothers is huge. So it's great that that's going to still be there in the future. And the best thing for fight fans is Sony will make sure that esports and Evo specifically is cleaner, bigger, and better going forward.
yeah.
You know, and hopefully they
And
push fucking Namco to make Tekken 8.
oh, yes, that'd be great. And it's like another platform for them to announce any of their future upcoming projects as well. But remember, Xbox also, they've got what, Killer Instincts, you know, which
Okay,
is a big
don't,
game on their system, and
bro,
that's an exclusive.
don't crack jokes. Okay, don't crack jokes. Real
You
fighting
know, so
games.
hopefully, you know, interesting. This could be another move for them just to, you know, need to push them out.
If I want to see
It's like, oh
animals,
yeah,
if I want to
we
see
will be
animals,
supporting the fighting community, and we're still in talks with Microsoft.
if I want to see animals fighting, I'd rather just watch Van Helsing than play Killer
Oh,
Instinct. But
Van Helsing, that's a
what can I
Killer
say?
Instinct, you know, to be honest, Killer Instinct hasn't been the same ever since it left Nintendo. I mean, when it was on the SNES, that game was awesome.
That's
Fans
it.
out there will attest to this. But yeah, you know, it's money, right?
Mm.